Now I'm
Me
happy
happy
boy.
boy.
What are you afraid of? If you don't
Me
have the courage
Chinese.
to get rich,
Make a lot
you
of money.
deserve to be poor. Join
You stole my heart, you intercepted it. Now you're gone, have to accept it. Did I meet your mom too soon? Or did I do what I always do? Yeah, we made it to the 50, and then you kissed me. We made it to the 40, a new love story. We made it to the 30, and you
I'm having exceptional problems tonight with my connection. It looks like because I have a storm coming by. So I noticed that somebody was saying in the chat that the intro is freezing. I thought it was on me, but no, it looks like it's on you guys as well. So with that being said, let's jump right into Iron's favorite intro right here.
German sips with a grin so wide. Pogs on the table can't hide his pride. Creator in the corner starts to glare. Madness sparks and hate fills the air. Stack 'em high, a tower of luck. Germans winning, it feels like pluck. Alice Matt's fury, a brewing storm. Visions of pogs in every form. Pogs are spinning, tables turning. Alice Matt's eyes with fierce fire burning. Germans' laughter echoes loud in a world that's pog-bound proud. Matt sees and he's mad insane. Eyes on fire, can't take the strain. Pogs and pieces drive him to pain. His patience snapping like an old chain. And he's mad insane. Eyes on fire, can't take the strain. Pogs and pieces drive him to pain. His patience snapping like an old chain. Du bist nie gewinnen, Entenmann. Du bist nie gewinnen, Entenmann. Alas, Mud fumes can't take no more. Pogs and slammers hit the floor. It's not about the game you see. It's about what fun could be. Du bist nie gewinnen, Entenmann. Du bist nie gewinnen, Entenmann. Du bist nie gewinnen, Entenmann. Du bist nie gewinnen, Entenmann.
Before I play the next intro, I got some bonus to pick with people in the chat. First, let me say hi to the good ones like Massive Panda. It was always a pleasure to watch. in the chat and contribute to the streams actually. So that's awesome. He says he's always been a fan of Tim Sales' work. So it's not really a spotlight on Tim Sales, but as you can see, I use his artwork here because of a tweet. I guess we'll call it a tweet that I saw on X this week. And yeah, I said we're going to talk about this because yeah, the current indie comics community is pretty narcissistic. It is. It really is. So I think it's time to really put a spotlight on that because a lot of good ideas will end up being ban zone, I guess, for lack of a better term. Put in the void because people are just too infatuated with new because the old things suck, right? That's what they say. The old things suck. So we're gonna get into that. We're gonna have that conversation here. Colors is in the chat, spamming no words. Shame on you, Colors. And then we have Arnold, who is currently suspended from X. Not cool. Not cool that they suspended you from X. That's a bad thing, but you're in the chat, which is good. Vinzinger is here. He says, Sup amigos, I just watched Demon Slayer Infinity Castle yesterday. Good movie, 9 out of 10. I'd recommend. Okay, cool. I got to find out what that movie is, but I'm sure it's good, and I take your word for it. Colin, this is fake. You know, Colin's putting some fake news in the chat. There's this one right here, calling me the P word, and then he says that no one likes to tell a Swift intro. That's not true. I have Swifties around the world who are fans of my channel, Colin. And I have to appease the Swifties. So that's fake news number 2. But in the middle of your fake news, Master Pan is last best intro freezing up, or no, it's me. I don't even think it's the internet. I think there was some. It seems like it might have been the internet. I'm not sure. I don't know what it is, but it seems to be working now. I see the blue bar on my audio, which means that my mic is working at least. So there's that. There is that. You see that KS says it's wishing me happy birthday. So that means he's having a good day. So if he's not wishing me seppuku, he's wishing me happy birthday. So I will accept it. The Pog song is for fist bumping or Night at the Roxbury head bobbing. So he likes the Pogs and Colin does not. So there's a Pog war going on in the chat. I hate Pogs, period. So I don't know what team that puts me in, but I can't say for sure. Black Hat's involved. That's the biggest Wait, what? What are you talking about? I don't know what that means. I don't want to reference it. I'm gonna forget that I read it. Forget it. Full blown narcissism to some person. Absolutely full blown. Let me guess. EVS disrespect to Chuck Dixon. Well, that's not what the stream is about. But yeah, that did happen. So that did happen, and yeah, that is what you call a death knell in a dying movement. But that's not what the stream's about today. But that did happen. So we'll at some point maybe I'll talk about it. I don't know. My link doesn't work. Okay, I'll have to. I mean, I'm just giving you the link that was given to me by freaking Talk Studio. So let's try it again. There. Let's try it again, Mood of Hell. Let's see if that works. I resend you the link. Let's see if that works. If it doesn't work, let me know. It does give me the option to generate a new link. So maybe I'll do that. I'll try the generation of the new link. If that doesn't work. So try it again. It says generate new link. No. That's the broadcast. Never mind. I'll wait. So I sent it to you. James Perry says, iDubbbz. Oh, wait. Thoughts on iDubbbz being gay and loves Austin's Creek? I guess. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to know what he's doing up Dawson's Creek, so I won't ask what he's doing up there. So I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. Richie do with all the no words. I can't read any of those because I'll get struck. So thanks a lot, Richie, for not making your chat unreadable. And I wanted to be your friend too. KSS says talk to is more like stop talking or last match studios. You don't mean that, KSS. You do not mean that. You like me. You like what I do. You like what I bring to the table. You don't mean that. I'm important. Unlike this guy here, Donald Guy Montross, more technical. You're trying to be cute with the words, but you know I'm not going to read it, Guy. You know I'm not going to read it. So that was a wasted energy on your part, typing the words that I'll never read. Ever. Never knew again. You understand that? I don't think you do. But it's okay. I will help. I will be your understander to make you understand. I know. Why did you say the same things twice, James? Oh, well, that's James Hurley. He does those things. That's what he does. Maybe some yoga I hear is quite cleansing, says some person. I don't know what that's about, so I don't want to. I'm not going to reference that. Why did I have to read that? Why do you guys type the weirdest things in the chat and then put me in trouble with the Clippers? Every time you do that shit. Every time. No, Guy, you're not allowed to show for the ban zone. There's only 3 people, but it's 3. 3 of you in the ban zone. That's you, Colors, and Jabbage. There is no recruitment happening. So there's no recruitment. Guys, this is fake news. This is why I say don't respond to Gee or Colors or Jabbage in the chat because they're banned. And they're banned for a reason. So ignore them. Don't at them. Don't even reference them. Ever. Neither Nugan. Just saying. Old Dirty Fatty is who's a special artist say? So tonight's going to be, so we kind of do have a special artist for later, but the stream is more about a topic. And if you saw the thumbnail, you'll know what the topic is. I'm going to wait for my guest to show up and then we'll discuss the topic. But I'm just saying hi to the chat in the meantime. I think we're caught up, right? I think so. We finally caught up in the chat. Yeah, this has been a very newsworthy week and stuff. So we're going to have some fun today. We're going to have some interesting conversation depending on what y'all's thoughts on things. Let me try the camera, see if the camera is messing up. So I'm waiting for the YouTube tab to catch up, which is 10 seconds delayed. Okay, yeah, it looks like it's yeah, it's choppy. So I'll have to stick with the stupid avatar for now, which I don't want to. I think it works better when I have the camera on, but it's not to be. Yes, I'm his government name is Jabba. That's his dead name. So now I call him Jabbage because he's in the ban zone. That's where he belongs, in the ban zone. No, don't turn my man so he'll come back. Leave him in the lower depths of the ban zone. I'm good. I'm very good. Junk with some stuff, some emojis. I don't know what that means, but I'm not going to read it. Here's Primothy. He says, Elasma is a Duggar. Okay. I don't know what that means, but fine. Supposedly it has words, letters. Anyway, KSS said, hey, everybody, to my good friend, Old Dirty Fatty. A very important and sometimes overlooked member of the chat. Shake him up, my good friend. You are very important to me and Colors. Ignore Eliza. Yeah, ignore the guys running the stream. That's a great business advice. Ignore the guy running the stream. God, I wish my camera was fucking working. Ugh. Ignore the guy running the stream. Lots seem interested. Okay. Oh, look, Elasbath is here. Elasbath. Good job, Colors. Good job. I bet you thought that one by yourself, right? All by yourself. Here, enjoy this intro for y'all.
Deep in the inky graveyard, dark as the night, there among forgotten pencils, a duck takes flight. Alice Math, the history duck tells us forgotten tales about creators long lost in a cabinet frail. He's been putting in a mile of research. He quacked up every flock perch. This Irishman aggressively knows his stuff. He's here to share the truth without a bluff. Duckman, oh Duckman, extolling the dead. Duckman, oh Duckman, what's got in your head? Simmons, Emerson, Enter and Ray, ancient artists surviving off of vodka and Bengay. Alice Mack, duck of the indies, Malin's favorite effect. He knowledge of comics far off the old rap. He swims out of the lanes to find hidden bayous, strange creators, and obscure adult new. Duckman, oh Duckman, extolling the dead. Duckman, oh Duckman, what's got in your head? Simmons, Emerson, Enter and Ray, ancient artists surviving off of vodka and Bengay. So hang with the quackers deep in the comic graves. See Alice Matt's treasures, the sort that he craves. Do you know about these guys and do you care? A Duck Lord is willing and he's got plenty to share. Duckman, oh Duckman, extolling the dead. Duckman, oh Duckman, what's got in your head? Simmons, Emerson, Enter and Ray, ancient artists surviving off of vodka and Bengay. Alice Matt should be quack-gratulated. Do not mallard shun. He's busy peeking into the facts. Don't wig in him while he's hunting for snacks. For snacks. Duckman, oh Duckman, extolling the dead. Duckman, oh Duckman, what's got in your head? Simmons, Emerson, Enter and Ray, ancient artists surviving off of vodka and Bengay. Alice Mack to be quack-gratulated. Do not mallard shun. He's busy peeking into the facts. Don't
The reason why I'm silent right now is because you guys in the chat are just awful, awful human beings. Every single one of you. Like I can't believe what I'm reading here. It's just bad. It's just freaking KSS of all people. He's brought the most hurtful of the spears. You are too important member of this chat. I don't care what the last man says. He's a real jerk. You know what? You know, Chisel. How about that? How about that? I was going to call you by your real name today, but no, I'm going to call you Chisel and embarrass you and just. I'm not going to give you like a Canadian today. Today you're Canadian, Chisel. Okay, like that. Hey, everybody, Kiss of Us is Canadian today. Let him enjoy it. Anyway, my guest is in the back. He's here, and he cares. And I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to stick it to you. I'm going to play him a good intro. I know I'm going to play him the geriatric blowjob intro, but no, I'm going to play him a good, solid intro. One that he can be proud of. Hello, my good friend Mood of Hell.
Finally, some intro that fits my perfect character and not the disgusting old lady talking about blowjobs.
As long as you are on time and doing me right, I will always play you the good intros.
I tried to be on time, but your first link was going nowhere.
I don't know why that happened. Yeah, I don't know why that happened. But that was my fault, so I will take it up. Unlike Kissafil's here, who wants to talk smack, so now he's Canadian. See? I don't know what color wrong. What are you talking about? Sorry, Kissafis, you're outed. You're outed.
So he's Canadian
Maple
now.
Leafs right now. What happened?
So he's Canadian now, Klaus Kissy.
Yes, he's Canadian. He's got the Maple Leafs jersey on. He's got it on right now. I bet you he's going to have those Canadian bacon soon, right? Kissafis!
Oh, this is kind of the neighbor of Einbrecht.
Tim, I don't know what you're talking about. I've been here. I've been here, Tim. I don't know what you're talking about. Wait. No, hold on, Tim. No. He's the guest. I'm the host. Don't get it twisted.
I love my chat.
This is first of all, okay. No, okay. See, now we're off on the wrong foot. See, you were doing so well until now. So I don't. I'm not. See, you're baiting me. You guys are baiting me, but it's not gonna happen.
You have to excuse me tonight. I feel like crap. My right eye is swollen as fuck, and I don't know why.
Thanks. Ow.
I look like Mike Tyson kissed my face with his fist.
Oh, so you got that look tonight. you got the Kith look tonight, right?
Yeah.
Shadow Punk is here. He says, Hail, Shadow Punk. Welcome to the stream. People are asking me, what are we talking about tonight? So the thing that you wanted to talk about, we're going to save for the second half of the show, which I'm excited about. But the first half of the show, people are wondering about the Tim Sales art that I'm showing. So let's talk about it. I know this was a tweet that I saw. I keep saying tweet, but it's not Twitter anymore. It's X. But I can't say X post because that sounds weird. It sounds really weird. So I'm gonna bind because I don't know what to call it. Fuck it, I'll call it a post. So a post on X. Yes, I suppose that's the best way to go about it. A post on X, which if I can find it, I had to repost it. So it saved me. Here we go. So I saved me the trouble of having to do the whole bookmark. My bookmarks are packed right now. Okay, here's the post, and we're gonna read it. And I want everybody's thoughts on this. I want your thoughts on what I call the narcissism of modern comic communities. DLA says maybe it's the hantavirus. I don't know what that means for sure. I'll accept it. I agree with it. Hantavirus. It's a Zitler post. Exeter. That sounds so weird. Damn it! I'm sorry. That's
Prime.
Yeah, Primothy. Yes. Okay. So here we go. So somebody posted about comic talk for those you boomers. He's just talking about the comic community part of TikTok, which I guess I got to seek them out to see what they're about because apparently they're a thing, and if this is reflective of them, it's a thing I don't want to be a part of. But so somebody was posting the a video about the Long Halloween. By the way, in my comic shop here, they had the hardcover of the Long Halloween. Do you guys recommend I get that book? How good is that book, Long Halloween? I've avoided modern comics for a while, but I think I heard one person say that was good. So, what are y'all's thoughts on the Long Halloween? Let me hear that. But before I go
10
to
out
that,
of
the thing
10,
says,
one of my most favorite Batman stories.
oh, really? 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we have a high praise from the Mood of Hell. Which comics community are we talking about? The woke comics or Comics Gate? I'm gonna say most of it. I don't think there's a difference in this case. I think both sides are pretty narcissistic with what I'm about to talk about. So hear me out because I'm casting a shade on the entire community. Colin likes Long Halloween. Master Panda says he likes it. So I think when I get paid tomorrow, I think I'm gonna buy it. I recall being excellent. Okay. Best Two-Face origin. Okay, well, there we go. So there we go. Anyway, so somebody posted a video about the Long Halloween on TikTok, and look at the comment section. They posted the comment section here. So it says, this person says, I need those stories redrawn. I love the style, but it feels outdated, and I want to see them illustrated today. And then this person replied, okay, this is the person that posted the video. He says, I like to say redrawn, but honestly, I don't think it's the worst. Just a lot different from what I've read so far. So the comment section of this post, of the post on X, brought up some interesting points. So remake culture is ruining the young ones. They were raised in it so early that they don't understand that perpetually redoing things every decade or two is not a good thing or a normal expectation. So yeah, so apparently that's not that a thing. I've seen it. I've seen that mentality that old sucks. You know, the old style sucks, right? The old art style of art sucks. Everything has to be new. New thing. The same old stuff. You know, familiarity. That's what it is. It's got to be about familiarity. So, as much as I'm a big grouper for a guy, F the modern comics community for disrespecting all comics. It's so what happened. What it is that, and I'm guessing that comic talk, that part of TikTok, is a part of this epidemic. I shouldn't say epidemic, but more like a lot of the current community of comic fans now are bred from that 90s Image Comics era of it's got to look flashy, it's got to look well drawn, it's got to have too much detail, right? It's got to be detailed, or else it's crap. And it took me a while to figure that out, but once I figured it out, I'm like, oh wow, that's pretty bad. But then I'm like, am I the only one that thinks that? And it turns out, nope, I'm not the only one that thinks that because it's becoming prevalent. And within the last year, some of the points I've been making, people are now starting to make in other parts. Like I've always said that good writing saves bad art, but good art cannot save bad writing. Even guys like Todd McFarlane, my peer, has made that point. And I have a clip of him saying that too. So people are starting to understand now. They're starting becoming an understanding of you know, the respect of the comic form. But yeah, apparently it's a thing now. So yeah, what the hell redrawn? Yeah, that's what they're saying. They're saying that this has to be redrawn. And I had not even gone into the depths of comic TikTok, and I'm afraid to because I don't know what I'm gonna find there. But I will say this: one of my most watched TikTok videos at 800 views is the one on printers errors. So, you know, there is some engagement in the comic side of TikTok, but I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna find there.
My sister once told me that there are only two types of people on TikTok: children and retards. And I think when we look into this topic, you know in which category those people are. Most certainly not kids.
Yeah, that's another rabbit hole.
No, TikTok is rancid
Drew?
on every topic, and now you see what they do to comics.
Katie Drew says, "Laugh my ass. It's one of the most beautiful comics art ever." I mean, I like I said, I haven't read it, and I've been seeing it in my comic shop, but I'm debating if I should get it or not. But from what I'm seeing here, I like the style of it. It's very experimental, and it seems like it fits the story very well. Yeah, KSS says drawing outdated. This is the bullshit you get from brain dead dickheads. It's art. It's not your mommy's kitchen, you dickhead. See what you're illustrating, KSS, is exactly what Roy Williams, the former editor in chief of Marvel, said about art. Art is not what the artist says it is. It's what you, the people, say it is. And once a generation speaks, I'm pretty much going to bet that that generation's words stays as the word of law. You were going to say something, but I think I cut you off, Mudafel. Did I cut you off?
No, not really. I made my point. You should not take anything serious that comes out of TikTok.
No, TikTok is it's entertaining in that it's very performative. People are very exaggerated there. And as you have seen with the whole Tylenol fiasco. But
You mean
it is
the people over there are attention whores?
Yes. I think that's what you know. What? Speaking of narcissism, you know what? That's a good point. I think the attention whore / narcissistic personality of people are coming out when they've gone TikTok and they're recording every single thing about their lives, about their opinion, and all that stuff. And yeah, it creates a sense of self-importance that, and I know some people have commented about it. I know there's some videos on it and streams about it where they delved into the psyche of modern culture, where like everybody, just because people have an opinion on something, they view their ability to speak it as something more important than it really is. And that's what TikTok is more or less full of. So you get this mentality of people that are like, oh, this artwork is not good. It doesn't meet our modern standards, so we have to redo it. It doesn't fit that modern standard. Now, as Panda says, these people have no taste. How about redo your entire life? So, well, yeah, they should, yes. Redrawn to be more modern. How does that make sense? That's the mentality that's infecting our modern comic community, and it's not even in those words too. Like people are, they don't say they want to redraw something to look modern. They'll say they want to redraw it to look better. And I'm like, well, if it's fine as it is, why touch it up? Why ruin a piece of history? Here's the thing, and I'm not saying that my book is in the same level, so don't misconstrue what I'm going to say. But I've had like ideas of, well, not ideas. Let's just say dreams. Okay, I've had dreams of redrawing Street Champion Road Warrior Drake, because if you look at Beast Citizen Road Warrior Drake and Street Champion, the art style in both is different, and you could definitely see the second book has come a long way in terms of the visual presentation of it. But the thing is this: if I redraw the first book, I remove the conversation about that the merits of that book. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. I think the conversation about if the book was redrawn would give that book more prestige in life than if I actually did redraw it. So I don't mess with it for that reason. You know, it's not because I don't want to do it. It's just I don't want to remove the prestige, not the prestige, the conversation that has given it a lore of the book and the character. Because let's be honest, if that book was drawn to someone's standards, it probably wouldn't get talked about as much. But because it's the art style is weird and people are like, huh? It gets talked about more. So there's a method to my madness. Trust me, there is. Plandemic says Oz Great Sage. I don't know what that means, but okay, sure, fine. I'll it means something, and I don't mean to dismiss your opinion. So Plandemic. Yes, Plandemic. Sure. Modern Comics Community says, I'm sorry, that's Vizinger. Modern Comics Community disrespecting old things and disrespecting legends like Chuck Dixon. Ooh, good point. Or disrespecting anime, regardless of if it's retro anime or the entire medium in general. Yeah, disrespecting Chuck Dixon, a guy who's written so many good books, who's currently got a second shelf life with his Rippaverse stint, and his books like Zalin and Horseman are getting some pretty good accolades. And one of his books, the what is that? What was that book he did that became Working Man with Jason Statham? What was that book he did?
Well, I don't know.
Okay, fine. See, this is why I'm the host, guys. This is why I'm the host. I put Moon of Hell in the spotlight, and when I asked him for the big question, his response is, I don't know. But you want him to be the host, right? Right? I don't mean to put you in the spot, Moon of Hell, but I have to make a point because these people want you over me, but I asked you an important question and you couldn't answer it. So this is why I am needed here. I am important.
Why should I know it?
Because I rely on you. That's why. Anyway, Oz Grace Age, I totally agree with that. And it's 80s, 90s anime is best anime. 100%. I am behind it 100%. I can't think of an anime post Ghost in the Shell that I think I hold as something I like to watch. I can't think of it. I really can't. And I know like Studio Ghibli is a thing and all that stuff, but it's just not for me. Like once we go at Ghost in the Shell, because I wasn't a big fan of Ghost in the Shell anyway, but once you go at that, to me, that's where my anime collection pretty much stops. So I enjoyed this Dark Knight Returns, but the art is outdated. Hey doofus, blow me, says KSS. Yeah, they really would shit on Frank Miller's art. He's my peer, by the way. They need to respect what paved the way for the 90s comics, just like the 80s comics need to respect what paved the way for them. That's the problem, Tim. They don't respect it. They don't respect it. They don't. People stop in the 90s when they go backwards in time. They disrespect the underground comics of the 80s and the alternative comics of the 70s and 60s. They act like those comics don't exist, and they act like that there wasn't a method to like the style of comics that are made and the variety of comics that are made. And I'm seeing it more and more. It's like, to me, it's brain dead. It's a brain dead opinion to have, to think that comics have to look a certain way or else it's crap. No, it's not. That's not the case. It really isn't.
Hey,
And
Lasmet, that's coming from the crowd that wants every cartoon to look like Steven Universe.
Oh yeah, see that? Yeah, that's the thing. So, since you bring that up, so we got two spectrums of people that are just dumb when it comes to like comic style art. You got the Steven Universe crowd, and then you got the Image crowd, the one that wants a super detailed, flashy art over story. So you get those two spectrums, and at the end of the day, it's people get mocked for drawing a certain way, right? But like, I'm going in 2020, and I talked about this on a stream. In 2020, there's that stick figure comic book, Order of the Stick by Rich Sprogli, that made $1 million. You know, like game over. You know, game over. People like being entertained. They don't care how detailed it looks. Is the book entertaining? Is it memorable? It feels outdated. That's not a valid reason. Absolutely not valid at all. 100%. Totally not valid. So I am behind in the chat. By the way, Lady Shadowband says to hit the like button, so please hit the like button. Are these the same people who think art isn't good unless it looks realistic? I disagree with these types all day. You know who else agrees with you, Massive Panda? There are two people that agree with you. Pot Awful and Scott McCloud. Oh, Scott McCloud, yeah. Actually, no, he does, because Scott McCloud talked about the universalism of the simplicity of art that draws more people than you think. So yeah, he's spot on with that. So Moon of Hell. Any thoughts, Moon of Hell?
Yeah, don't give a fuck about what some 20-something asshole from TikTok says.
TikTok is trash. It's kagi.
Because their opinions are invalid.
It has its merit, but yeah, it is being infested. It's been infested for a while.
Why should I download an app that's infested with Chinese spyware? You have to be a certain kind of retarded to do that. And then do silly dances and say stupid shit on that platform on top of it. What does that make you?
It makes you an American. Yeah.
I would never dare to say that, Lasmet, but I'm glad you did.
Someone has to. I'll be the fall guy. It's fine. These are the same people that don't know what a woman is.
Nah.
That's bad. I'll use my TikTok to get to work on time. It's awesome. Oh, I see what you did there. I see what you did there, Great Gold. I see what you did there. I see. To be honest, says Vince, I'm a fan. I am of an anime manga artist style fan. That fan of cartoony. I like cartoony style too. Don't get me wrong. I do. I do. I do. That's what I do. That's why I draw cartoony style stuff. So, but some people don't like it. TikTok is a propaganda into it. It brainwashes people, says Geek. These people want fake anime style, not actually good art, says Colin. Let's not forget, these people don't have respect, too. Oh. Everyone changes to modern. The only one that stays behind it will stand out and get more noticed. You know, some person, that's exactly what I think. That's why I see my badness. Mm. 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 Mm.
You are eating again.
Yes, I am. So.
What is it? Kid Cuisine? Mary Calendar? What do you eat?
No, this is Chinese food. I mean fried chicken and veggie rice.
With extra duck sauce.
No, that's not true. Don't say that out loud.
It is true. I gave it to you. You took it from me.
This is duck sauce?
Yes, your favorite.
I don't eat duck sauce.
Okay.
This is I'm
okay. Yeah.
I'm being
That's
bombarded with
considered
fake news.
cannibalism.
Oh crap. You had to go there, didn't you? Totally necessary. These people
Always
really-
eating on stream. How
Why don't
unprofessional
you read this
of
comment by
a
Master
co-host.
Panda? Read this comment and comment on it by Master Panda.
Wait a minute. Yeah, these people are only capable of recreating things that were just fine in their inception. Ask them to create something new and their brains melt. That's coming from Massive Panther.
People are afraid to experiment. It's true. They're afraid. Okay, Levon K. There we go. I'm behind the chat, but yeah, Levon K. That's the book that Chuck Dixon wrote that became A Working Man with Jason Statham. Thanks. For
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we are totally over the phase when artists try to do something new. We are in a phase where everything is rehashed and prequel, sequel, remake, director's cut bullshit, stuff like that happens, and nothing original comes through, which is unfortunate because if we look at the 80s, for example, we see the time of innovation in arts and also risk-taking in arts. Not only comics,
it does run
music,
deep some person.
movies.
That's the thing. There is no risk taking. People are afraid to take risks because they're afraid to get mocked. They're afraid to be told that your shit sucks.
Yeah, and I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
people told Frank Miller that his art sucked, and he continued to do his stuff.
Yeah, you have to
it's a matter of not giving a fuck.
Yeah. And that's the thing. And that's what I say to any artist is don't give a fuck. Do what you want to do. As long as you have a good story attached to it, it should do well. And people are going to say shit. They're going to say what they're going to say. So you just got to take the licks and just keep it moving.
That's also a general thing. I can count on one hand how many people on the internet like me. And I don't give a fuck if anybody dislikes me. Yeah, you can think of me what you will, but I won't stop saying
I'm going to take a quick phone call. Just take over the stream for about a minute.
What? Has anybody understood what he said? I think he left me alone for doing some unsavory things on the toilet. Kissy, I will read your comment. That's like some pimple-faced punk looking at classic Tales from the Crypt saying, these drawings need to look more like Tumblr art. And then they buy tampons for their buttholes. I hate 2025. Yeah. That sounds about right. I mean, Elasmet said it right about the TikTok thing. It breeds people who think their word is gospel and nothing else counts. And we had those problems with Comicsgate, for example. That people came into Comicsgate, declared it's theirs, and everything they say is right, and everything anybody else said is wrong, and they cast the wrongdoers out. Yeah, you know what I mean. Some person says, I suggest a YouTube channel called Pete Beard. Beard? He does little documentaries for unknown illustrators. Interesting. Never heard of him.
Well, we shall, because I'll check it. Pete Beard. I'm gonna remember that. Pete Beard, guys. Pete Beard. Let me know. Pete Beard. So yeah. Henry Beeman says, "What is up, Elasma and Helmet? Welcome, Henry.
Yo,
Beeman.
Henry.
Glad to have you here. It's good material. It'll be good material for your indie comic outliers. Yeah, no doubt. I'm gonna check it out. Pete Beard. Pete Beard. Warred says, "Word up, D word cast." Not gonna read that word, so not gonna get struck. Let's see. I'm gonna have to fast forward in the chat. I'm behind, but I'm getting the gist from a lot of people. Absolutely. I wouldn't even disrespect, says Vinzinger. Experimental art styles. I don't do that either because I always look at the story. Believe it or not, I actually, when I look at an art book, I look at the story to see if the art services the story. If it does, then that's how I judge the art. But most people don't do that. They look at the art and say, "Oh, this book sucks." And I'm like, have you read the story? Do you know what the story's about? Do you know if the artwork services the story? That's narcissism of modern indie comic community. It's just they look at the service and say, "No, this shit sucks." And then it's like, you're probably missed out on something really good there. So you may want to go back and just read the book before you give up on it. But reading is hard for some people, so I think.
I mean, I'm guilty. I'm guilty of looking at books and seeing the cover and saying, "Okay, I'm not interested."
Well, you have to have a good cover, of course. I mean, that goes without saying. So, and it's all in how it's designed too. I think I talked a little bit about that last week when I did issue 3 of my review for Omega Girl by Twitless. We're going to do issue 4 later on today, but we're going to final switch up from Daimel C. Hello, Daimel C. Final switch up. Thank you for that. He says, yesterday I learned Akira Toriyama's first manga was a two-part gag manga called Wonder Island. Coincidence? No comment. No comment. Okay. Anyway, no, we're good. We're good. At least I'm not Dutch. I guess. Thank you. I don't know. I'll take it. I guess. I mean, they made some good comics. I mean, I've been doing a lot of the Dutch artists last few weeks. That's a good scene. That's a good comic scene. Like when you look at a foreign or international communities and comics, the Dutch scene, the Franco Dutch scene, well, actually more like the Dutch scene because the Franco scene is being invaded by Muslims, but the Dutch scene is pretty good. Outside the Japanese comic scene, and the German scene is pretty good too. So, and many parts in South America have a healthy comic community. So, I would not sleep on the Dutch at all. Tintin was Dutch. Yeah, absolutely. Tintin was Dutch. One of the many Dutch creators we talked about here. So, I listen. Great Gold. I'm innovative. Sorry if it bothers you, but I'm very innovative. Well, that's it. Will this topic earn itself its own video on your channel? It seems like something consistent with your video material. I mean, I talk about it in my videos. So like this topic, I speak a little bit about it in various videos here or there. It'll come up more often. So I'm just doing it as a live stream because it came up recently on X. So let's talk about it. Because it mentioned a specific book, and I wanted to see what people had to say. And it seems like people tend to have like a similar opinion, which is having that kind of opinion is kind of stupid. Italy has some good comics too. Yeah, Italy's got some good stuff. Totally. Okay, Mood of Hell. We're gonna transition from this point now.
Okay.
Because you got something to show me, right?
Yeah, I did send you a picture.
Yes, I got it. Now, before I show it, do you want to set it up first before we or you want me to show it first and then you set it up? Oh wait, never mind. It's already
You
sharing.
already
You
have
wanna?
shown it. I was a little
It's
bit
okay.
confused.
Go ahead. All right, set it up.
Okay, last week, Saturday, I met one of my childhood heroes. I'm a huge wrestling fan. I think a lot of people in the chat know that already. And I was a huge Bret the Hitman Hart fan. And when I heard that he's coming to Germany and there's a chance to get a meet and greet, I didn't hesitate and did it and went to Germersheim in Germany and met Bret the Hitman Hart. And I got a card gifted from him where he has drawn himself as a cartoon character and autographed it for me. And I came to learn that Bret the Hitman Hart is not only a very successful and legendary wrestler, he's also a talented cartoonist. This is the cards that I got handed there, and he has drawn them by himself. It got published by Topps Cards, and yeah, there's a little bit of story behind his career as cartoonist. He did draw cartoons in his early childhood, and did this throughout his whole career in wrestling. Most certainly in his early days at WWF in the late 80s and early 90s. He did that in the locker room to cheer his colleagues up, and it was almost everything wrestling centric or a wrestling topic that he did draw. Yeah. Are you gonna there, Matt?
I was just trying to chew my food.
Oh, okay.
So how long has Bret Hart been drawing? Do you know?
Since his childhood, he said that there was a documentary, especially about his art on A&E in the biography series from WWE Legends. It was from 2021 or 2022. And there he told the story, how it started, and that drawing cartoons helped him to go through the mad world of wrestling. It was some kind of cope mechanism for him to traverse this circus-like world of wrestling.
So he traded one circus world for another.
Yeah, exactly. That's why his autobiography is called My Life in the Cartoon World of Wrestling.
Interesting title.
And also, he used it as a tool to show people his humoristic side, which nobody saw in his wrestling career.
Right.
Because he was a
Right.
very, very stoic, technical wrestler who did show
Yeah, he
little
was very
emotion.
right, because he was very much into the art of the wrestling.
Yeah, and he's also one of the all-time greats in wrestling. Bret Hart is, for me, on the Mount Rushmore of wrestling. Definitely.
Yeah, when you watch him wrestle, like Bret was one of those that really was big on selling. Like he wanted to sell the move, make it look as realistic as possible. Like you see him throw a punch, for example, like compared to how the guys say throw punches, and it's pathetic how wrestling has regressed, I should say. You know, like
Also,
he was intense. Yeah.
Every match was different from the other. He worked with very different people and very different heights and weights, and not one match looked like the other. Like for example, a Ric Flair match. You can always tell what a Ric Flair match is. But Bret Hart had this craft that and he could do special with several different types of wrestler. I remember King of the Ring 93 or 94, he had 3 different matches with 3 different wrestlers. He wrestled Scott Hall, aka Razor Ramon. He wrestled Kurt Hennig, aka Mr. Perfect, and he wrestled in the final Bam Bam Bigelow, which was a big guy. And every one of those 3 matches looked different and felt different. And that was on Bret Hart. Because he was a genius in the ring and apparently also outside.
Yeah, one of his best matches. People don't talk about his pre Attitude Era days, but like recently I watched the Bret Hart Roddy Piper WrestleMania 8 match. That was pretty good. That match. That was a lot of psychological storytelling in the ring. It was really well done, that match.
Yeah, that's in my top 3, alongside SummerSlam 92 with Davey Boy Smith in Wembley Stadium, and the Bam Bam Bigelow one from King of the Ring, because that was a very, very good match. Also, I like what he did with more immobile wrestlers like Yokozuna, who had his flaws in the ring, but he worked around that.
Right. Yeah. So this artwork here, this is from. Explain more about this artwork. Where it came from? What was the what collection was that?
He did that exclusively for Topps, the card company that did the WWE trading cards and stuff like that. But you were only able to get those cards when you went to that meet and greet.
So they're not available anywhere else right now?
No.
Wow.
Can't get them.
Were you surprised when you got these?
Yeah. I knew I was getting an autographed card, but I didn't know what it was about. And then they told us, before Bret came out to the interview, they told us, yeah, Bret Hart designed some of those Topps cards, and those are the cards that you get handed. And I think that that's something really special.
It has that pop art look to it. I like it. When you showed me this, I was very impressed because like this is pretty good. Like he definitely has like you can see some influences of like underground style. This is definitely underground style of art.
Yeah,
and I think if he did something with this, he could sell it. I think he could sell something like this.
He does on his homepage, bretthart.com. You can buy autographed art pieces from him.
Yeah, so I wish that he could sell that. He could put this like in a book or something. Like imagine a comic book that Bret Hart would draw.
That would be awesome. He did some drawings for several wrestlers when they had round birthdays or did retire. I know for a fact he did a special drawing for Ric Flair and for Hulk Hogan. Right. And he also did one for Andre the Giant.
Is he still drawing? Or is this like old stuff that he's just repurposed?
No.
Wow.
These artworks are new. And you have to remember, Bret Hart had some major health issues in the latter days of his career.
Concussion. Yeah, the concussion. He had a stroke, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Wow. And he's still drawing too. This is awesome. I was blown away when you showed me. I was like, oh shit, we got to show this on the stream because people don't know that Bret Hart can draw. You know, he can draw comic art. But I guarantee, like, if you have this set, I'm guaranteed this could probably buy you a house if you had it. Yeah.
It's a funny what if scenario. If Bret Hart would have never been a wrestler, would he have been a cartoonist?
Yeah, that's a good question. Would he have been a cartoonist? Um, I don't know. I don't know. He probably made the right choice because uh, he was just destined for the wrestling ring. That was his calling. But this could be easily a second calling for Bret Hart. Very easily. Like if he said today, I'm gonna do a comic and do a crowdfund of it, he could big bank on that.
He told us in the interview that he's writing a second book, and I think that second book will contain a lot of his cartoon artworks, because he told us that his second book won't be as much about his wrestling life than his personal life. And I think that the cartoon stuff is more intertwined with his really personal life than wrestling.
Yeah, I agree. I think so too. I think that is where he's gonna go. So but yeah, I think this is awesome. And I'd like to see more of this if you come across it, we'll definitely show more of this because he really does capture the cartoony side of wrestling. And wrestling and comics has been like intertwined. Because wrestlers are really nothing more than comic book characters come to life. Like the whole comic book energy behind it, and the good guy, bad guy, and all these like character personas. Like it's all like comic book inspired. So it'll be just in the same vein, I think. So,
It's also interesting to note that Bret Hart was, and I think he is still the only wrestler that got a guest starring in Simpsons.
I don't know if you know this, but like the WWE Vault on YouTube, they just started putting out the Hulk Hogan Rock and Wrestling. Have you remember that cartoon?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just started putting it on YouTube now.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan Rock and Wrestling with none of the wrestlers making the voice appearances, but still, it's an interesting part of wrestling and pop culture. So, I hope Brett. I bet Brett doesn't eat on stream. Says Henry Bemis. He probably doesn't stream either. Who knows? I don't know. That was an attack. Good guys and bad guys fight and fight another day. Yes, they do. They certainly do. Over and over again. Yes. Big Bandolero. I haven't seen him in a minute. He says, "I like the look of this. We'll keep an eye out for more of his work." I am too. I definitely want to see more of his work. Like, this is fun to look at. Pop art looking style. I can dig it. Can you dig it, Helmet?
I dig it.
Good. See, we are all family here because we dig it. We are absolutely family. And if you don't agree with that, then you guys are assholes. And I don't want to be your friends. I don't want to be anybody's friends. You know what? Screw this. Screw you guys. You guys are not cultured at all. You hate the Dutch. You don't like Bret Hart, and you're my enemies. And you make fun of me with bad no words. The no words are not acceptable, guys.
Hey, Brett is pretty cool. I can only recommend for people to go and meet him because he's such a nice person.
No, see, some person Helmut's talking about his experience with meeting Bret Hart, and you're coming about with eating peanuts. That's a non sequitur. That's disrespectful to my co-host Helmut. Some person, totally unacceptable. Reminds me of 90s indie comic. Yeah, that's why I like it because it has that 90s indie comics look to it. It's pretty awesome, and I'm with it. I'm 100% with it because it's Bret Hart. I mean, good night. Like, how could you not like Bret Hart?
Yeah, wrestling and comics were always kind of connected because there were several things that happened with comics and wrestling combined. Like you said, the rock and wrestling connection with Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
And the Ultimate Warrior did a comic series. I think
Speaking of which,
at the end of the 90s he did that.
I need this as a segue because
Variante, ya que tanto que sea una de los infumables. ¡Ah!
That is why, if you saw my X post promoting the stream tonight, I said the best there is because I was hinting at it being Bret Hart because that was his catchphrase. See, I was funny. I made it funny. You know, probably ate on stream Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik, and that's why they're memorable, Henry Bemis, because they're memorable bastards. Can't talk about wrestling We're going to talk about Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik. Legends. So I am pleased to be named among them as legends. So along with Todd McFarlane and Frank Miller, I am also peers with Nikolai Volkov and Iron Sheik. There you go.
You know what wrestling and indie comics, CG especially, also have in common?
I can say so many things, but I'll let you answer it. What's that?
Yeah, a batshit crazy and retarded fan base.
Oh boy, yes. I mean,
if you compare Comicsgate Paypigs with the IWC, you see some similarities.
Yes. Unfortunately, and you're not wrong. So yeah.
And it's not only the lack of deodorant and soap.
So on that note, we're going to segue into my review of issue number 5 or 4. No, it's issue 4. Issue number 4 of Omega Girl. Oh wait, before I do, actually, you know what? I should do it with a better camera. So I'll wait till the next stream. But I got Twitless mailed me out a hard copy of issue number 5 of Omega Girl. I haven't opened the box yet, but I do have it. I want to do an unboxing, but my camera seems to be aloof today, so I'll wait till next week and then I'll do it there where the camera work is better. So I'm going to keep the book in the box until then. That's no way to treat a dwarf wrestling, a dwarf chimp. No, that's disrespectful to dwarf chimps, Black Hat said. I agree. Very disrespectful. Brony says, some person, Kissy, turns out their fan base moms all took a shit ton of Tylenol when they were pregnant with them. Ooh, says Kiss says. Talk about the IWC. I think. So what you're looking at here, and somebody told Twitless I'm reviewing a stupid book, so he needs to get over here now. Actually, I shouldn't say that because he's bigger than me. You know, Twitless is Nephilim, right?
He's what?
He's Nephilim.
What's this? That's supposed to mean something biblical?
Yeah, he's big. He's like tall. So like if I say something bad about him, he'll hurt me.
Oh.
So I can never say anything bad about Twitless because if not, it'll be the last you hear of me, and I don't want to leave the world yet.
That sounds like a you problem because I never said anything negative about Twitless.
Wait, who's pronouncing deodorant wrong? Who's
deodorant? What? How is it pronounced? Insane.
I mean, I say deodorant. I say deodorant.
Deodorant. Okay. You can continue, Peanut Head. You don't have to wait for me to say something. He's still eating, guys. So shall I review Twitless's book that I have never seen and never read, Mr. Peanut Head?
This is why. Okay, no, this is why Gee's in the ban zone. This is why he's in the ban zone because of shit like this.
Oh, that's harsh.
It is harsh. That's why you're Donald Montrose Gee. No, sorry, no, Donald Gee Montrose. For shit like this. And he's trying to make the ban zone cool, but the ban zone's not cool. Regardless of what people say, it's not cool. And I'm thinking about turning the ban zone to a new name. I might call it the CG zone. How about that, Gee? Welcome to the CG zone. You want to be there? You could be there. Keep trying to recruit people to the ban zone. Keep trying that. No, it's fried chicken and veggie rice. Great gold. Get it right. Don't dox my food. That's not cool. I don't like doxers. Nobody dox my food. Only I can dox my food. And I didn't dox my food, so no one should be doxing my food. Ever.
You know you are supposed to put hot water on ramen before you eat it.
I'm not eating ramen. See, look at the viciousness in the chat. So Big Bandolier is being anti-culture now. I mean, he's making fun of Helmet's pronunciation of deodorant.
Deodorant. What have I said before? Deodorant? Like the French?
Well, then that's why, because there's anti-French sentiment here. I don't know why, but there is.
Guys, I'm laughing at my own retardation. I'm totally sorry.
Big Bang Little's moving on. So he's moving on. He's had enough. Okay. No, Kissifist. I'm not eating. Stop with the fake news. I don't eat ramen. I eat a peanut butter jelly sandwich before I eat ramen. And I haven't had a Hungry Man in a minute. So what you're looking at here is this is page 1, splash page of Omega Girl issue 6. Issue 4. So last week I did issue 3 and it had about 3 or 4 stories in it. And there was a sense of continuity in terms of like some details I carried over here or there. And we got to get more into Omega Girl's persona. This issue, though, it's only got 2 stories, and one of them is like 80% of the book, and the other story is pretty much like a throwaway story. But the meat is in this story. Omega Girl, Amanda, which is her alter ego. I guess she works as an assistant to this magician. What the heck is his name? I gotta get the book. It would help if I had the book in my hand. Here we go. His name is shit. I don't write notes because I just don't got time. Marvelou. Okay, yeah, Marvelou. I was like, oh, I remember reading that. Like Marvelou. I'm like, oh, Twitless, you kid, are you? Of course, Marvelou. Meet my companion, DCer, right? See how I'm funny too. I'm funny, right?
Oh, totally.
See, I know it. I know it.
You are
issue
funny
Omega
in the
Girl
way
was,
of people laughing at you and how you look.
because I tell good jokes, Helmet. That's why.
No,
do.
it's about your deformed head.
What the fuck are you body shaming me?
Hey, I didn't make you doing these shower streams.
My skull is normal. Look, it's normal. Hear that? Peanuts don't do that. Bone does that.
Is that Reese's or Yif?
What?
The peanut
What's wrong
butter
with
that
you?
is contained in your head.
See, Colin was giving a good review of Omega Girl issue number 4. He has to sidetrack it with body shaming my head. I don't know why you want to body shame my head. I'm trying to be a good person to you, but you're making it hard for me. Mudafel.
Continue.
I know it says Omega Girl 3 solid in general. No, Guy, I'm trying to
Incorrect
prove a point.
Reddit.
Peanuts don't... What?
Einbrecht read Omega Girl. Now I'm curious.
Yes, he did. Colin, this is about me. This isn't about you. I'm reading it. I'm doing the review. My opinion matters. I'm important. Okay? Me and Tom McFarlane, we're part of an important network of people. So I'm doing my part while McFarlane does his. We're all coming together to save comics and make it good for something. So as an ambassador here, I'm reviewing Omega Girl issue number 4. Why does the last man slapping his head sound exactly like the sound of someone slapping someone's butt? I don't know, Kissifus. I don't know how to answer that. Please send any requests for shower streams to Lady Shadowband. Thank you, says Lady Shadowband. So there you go. If you, Helmet, or anyone else wants to see me in a shower stream, you need to go to her first. She's my manager. She's gonna take care of all that.
Who do I have to pay to keep you from doing that?
Me, same.
Wait, hold on.
Ah.
Colin says, "Hey, last man, chill out. I'm giving a good review. That's my job. I haven't even reviewed the full book yet. You're trying to jump ahead. You're trying to usurp my power and authority, Colin. And no, I'm not part of the Swans because it's illegal immigration. Swans don't belong here. I am not for illegal immigration, Colin. So why would I apologize to Swans? Wait, this is going in a direction I didn't intend to. It's becoming a zoological warfare. Why can't we just act like human beings and talk about comic books? Forrest Puff says, last night I met Kevin Eastman and he said he didn't know you. I called him a liar. Well, he might be having early signs of dementia, Forrest Puff, so maybe that's what it is. But trust me, he and I were peers. We go back a long time. So yeah, this is page 1 of issue number 4 of Omega Girl. And Marvelou is a magician who tries to bring people into his show, but nobody believes him. Nobody believes he's good. He gets like 2 people that start off in the act, and his botched magic card trick causes them to leave. So, but then what happens is this character called Witchcrafter Yeah, that's the name. Witchcrafter comes in and imprisons Marvelou and transports him to a different world. We learned that she actually I should go to the next picture. We learned that oh, by the way, before I do that, I noticed that her face. This is Omega Girl as Amanda. She's got that little what do you call it? Sweetie Sweeney thing going there. I'm wondering, Twiz, did you copy this off Sweetie Sweeney? Because if you did, I mean, I'm not gonna rattle you, but still, it's like I don't want to see the hard drive. Anyway, let me go on. So I should turn this around. Hold on. Okay. So on the left is Witchcrafter, and she looks to imprison Marvelou. So they get into a quick little fight in the beginning before she successfully imprisons them and calls him a hack and all that stuff. So she has a bone to pick with him, and we don't know what that bone is till later on. And I have questions about that, but she imprisons him, and then at some point Omega Girl comes in. As I read this hateful comment from Kat says, "A lot of it. I met Tom McFarlane. I asked him about. She said a lot of that D-word guy. He's a real jerk." I said, "I know it." See, Kat says, "You don't seem to understand. Todd is in on the joke. He's in on the joke. So of course he's gonna say it to you, but behind the scenes, we're plotting, and we're gonna make this thing better than it ever was. We're gonna be a powerhouse. You watch." Osprey says, "A lot of times a wish. I didn't draw this. I didn't write this. It's a Twitless. He's the wish lover. Twitless loves the witches. I'm just reviewing the book. Sounds like he's slapping a badonkadonk booty. Oh, she has a great booty. But anyway, that's a whole other conversation. Anyway, so here's a Omega Girl coming in to save the day. By the way, this is actually one of my favorite panels right here. I like how it's drawn and her dynamic distortion of her body as she pierces the glass and goes into fight Witchcrafter. You know, it's funny because as I was reading this, I was calling her Witchcraftia. I'm like, Witchcrafty sounds a little better than Witchcrafter, I think. I definitely call her Witchcraftia. So I'm going to call her Witchcraftia because it sounds more entertaining. And if Twitter has a problem with it, I'll just tell them that Mood of Hell will handle the complaint. But so Witchcraftia and Omega Girl have a fight. And then what happens is that Witchcraftia also sends Omega Girl into the netherworld. And she sees like all kinds of weird things like flying whales. By the way, this is definitely some of the more dynamic pieces of art that from the Omega Girl series. You can see the art progresses in terms of its dramatic visual storytelling. I know I say dramatic, and we're looking at giraffes with house heads. So yeah, trust me, take my word for it. It means something. I thought it did. So she's in this very weird world, and she sees Marvelou is trapped, and they try to figure her way out before Witchcraftia intervenes again, and Marvelou figures out a way to get them out of there. And what happens is, that he tricks her, right? And Omega Girl destroys the cauldron because the cauldron is the source of Witchcraftia's power. And they end up back in the real world. Yeah, she is thick, Van Vanderleer. I'm glad you saw that. Yeah. Yes. Thick is good. I like thick women. It's very good. Anyway, so they're back in the modern time. They're back in their own world. And then there's a reveal that Witchcraftia gives to Marvelou and Omega Girl. Apparently, and this is the only part I'm guessing this is gonna get followed up on in a future story. That's what I'm guessing. But something happened to Witchcraftia's sister, and Marvelou was responsible for it. Witchcraftia thinks that Marvelou killed her sister, but he says that's not what happened. So he tells her, "I'm going to show you what happened. I think I owe it to you." But then there's a weird twist, and I don't know if I should reveal the twist, but let's just say that it left me asking questions, and I'm wondering if that's going to be followed up in another story. I'm guessing it might be. So which is fine because with floppies and all these serial type books, you're allowed to have those things.
So this is a book about Raptor's ex-girlfriend.
Yep. There's Omega Girl destroying the cauldron. And this right here, okay, so this panel right here is from the second story in the book, which is the throwaway story. It's just her fighting this big lizard guy, and she saves the day. It's literally like 4 or 5 pages, the story. So trust me when I say that the bulk of the book is the The story about Marvelo and Witchcraftia. So I think this story was just added in here just to say that just to keep the anthology feel to it. But yeah, it's like a quick rush story, just so you can see the fights and the action. Guy says, whenever I see attractive women drawn by men, I kind of picture them gooning to it for a while drawing. Guy, you have a very sick mind. How can you picture Twitless gooning it? Are you serious? Did you just put that eel in people's heads? He did, didn't he?
I don't see anything.
Guy just put the image of Twitless gooning to him drawn. He's not even the artist. What are you talking about, Guy? You put
The
that eel
only-
on any of us?
The only person that will goon to that comic about a witch is LRJ,
Lord Raptor, that's right.
the witch lover.
Absolutely would. Absolutely would. Are those Space Wolves pregnant? Or was that a different book? That is a different book. You know what's funny? I was thinking about that book today. The Space Wheel book by Comic Book Cut. I was thinking about that today. Like, I wish he did fund that because I would have funded. I would have, backed it. I totally would have backed it, but we need that Space Wheel book so badly. We need it in the space because everything else is boring. Bring back Space Whales. Make them cool.
What was the name of the project from this fat little person who looks like
I
the
don't know.
Hamburglar?
Captain something, I think. I don't even know. I just know it as a Space Whale book. The Space Whale abortion book. Bass says 15 inches. I'm coming late. What's the name of this? This is we're reviewing Omega Girl issue number 4 by Twitless because he wanted me to review his books, and he sent me issue 5 in the mail yesterday. So I'll be reviewing issue 5 next week. But yeah, so this is definitely more dramatic storytelling, and the strength of the book is it just gets to the point. There's no complexity in the storytelling. You know what's happening. You know what's being said. There's clarity. I like to read a book that's when I say book, I mean comic book. Let me clarify. When I read a comic book, I like my comic book to be clear. I don't want to have to go back to a panel and say, what did I just read? Or who is this person? Or who is that person? No, everything is clear. So that's the beauty of the Omega Girls comic so far is everything is clear. So you know what is happening in the story. You know who's who. There's enough information as you read it to like not have to worry about going back and say, hey, what did I miss? Who is this? Tim Wells says degeneracy. Yeah, picturing Twitless gooning this is degenerate, 100%. Twitless enjoy I know that. That's why like whoever pictured that is a degenerate, Colin. You don't have to band together to fight the degenerates. They're coming into our space. I expel them all of them, 100%, all of them. I have to go forward into. Okay, looks like I'm caught up in the chat. Yeah. So again, yeah, the second book is like 4 or 5 pages. It's her fighting this lizard guy. She wins, of course, no shock there. But yeah, it is a fun story. It's a very well written story, very clear. Although, like I said, I want to say that the ambiguity of the ending was left that way because it's going to get revisited in a future issue. I'm guessing. So potato clam isn't clear. I'm not on the potato clam right now. Oh, it's great, Sage. I got my camera off. I'm protected by my avatar. Speaking of Omega Girl review, says Vinzinger, will you be inviting Twitless to a stream since I'm curious about what Omega Girl's power are and abilities? I think here's what might happen. I think I might do a stream at some point with Comic Outliers, something like this, and then I'll bring them on, and then we'll talk about Omega Girl and what inspired him to make it, and if he actually goes to it or not. Because apparently people want to ask that question, so I guess we have to get an answer officially about that. Comic artist looks up prawn to get the proportions correct. Oh, is that what they do? That's the reference they get? Wait a minute. Well, hold on a second. Are you saying that people allow that? Are you saying that this guy's like Greg Land? Is that what you're saying? We don't do Greg Land here, Guy. You know what's funny? I should be doing. I should do a Greg Land stream soon. I should, right? Talk about Greg Land. Maybe not, because nobody cares. Nobody's reacting to even my co-host has given up on me. Fine.
Didn't Wally West watch porn to get the proportions right?
Did he?
I heard about that.
Yeah, Colin learned it on his own. Like Well, what proportions are you looking at in prawn that you couldn't get anywhere else, like in an art book or even like in a magazine? Like, I'm. Gregor doesn't just look up prawn; he traded it. Yeah. Oh, you mean he traced it? Because yeah, he does that. He traces a lot. A lot of his panels and character expressions are from legit prawn. Porn. Legit. Did you lose a bet to Twist after every one of his comics, or did he pay you? Is this an ad? I am giving you content, Gee. This is content. You know what content is, right? Where I give you material and then we engage with it, and then we learn from it, we grow from it, and we trade ideas and become scholars. Well, except you're not a scholar. You're a member of the band zone. So I'm not supposed to even highlight your chat, but I did to prove a point. Wally West? That's the Flash. I think you mean Wally Wood.
Yeah, that one.
There you go. See, but you guys want him over me as a host, right? You want him over me, right? But there you go.
It was a slip.
Wait, land is a disgrace to Ginger, says Colin. Alas, that land would not be a fun place to visit. Why not, Gee? Why not? I think it would be. I think it'd be lots of fun. But you're just mad. You're jealous because I have influence, and you don't. That's why you're jealous. Gee's just jealous. He's mad about me because I'm successful. But it's okay, Gee, because I need my haters. So it's good that you're jealous. I want you to be jealous. I'm powerful. Like my good friend Todd McFarlane. I injured my wrist studying proportions. I mean, no. Oh, look at Tim. Tim, don't put that out there on the Ethernet. Don't do that. What's wrong with you? Now you got that in Helmut's head. In case I said Wally Wood used one of his wives to draw the proportions right. Well, I mean, I think that's the way to go. Like you want your woman to be your muse, so that makes sense. He was married several. Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind. He was married several times. Okay, I guess he had a lot of muses. So I really feel like they did good action. They did good on the action. Yeah, that's why like I took photos instead of just showing the book on the camera, because there were some panels I thought were pretty good that like stood out to me. So I was like, let me take a picture of this and that, because it really goes into like the expressionist visually with the action. Very well done. The issue afterward, they didn't do as good. Oh, you're spoiling it. Don't spoil it, Colin. Don't spoil it. See, you're so arrogant. You know what? I haven't read it yet. I'm only reading it as I go week by week, right, Colin? I don't care if you have the whole series. I don't care if you have the whole novella. I'm going issue by issue. Don't spoil it for me, Colin. Don't be a jerk like KSS, like your good friend Kazoo. Don't be that guy. Colin, if you go along with that book, that physical book, and do omnibus, I will do an issue by issue review of Emerald Man. Like I would legit do it. Like so, like if you do get that thing printed, I got it, and I'm gonna do a review of it because I'm looking for. I do want to read the Emerald Man stories. I really do. Like I'm sure there's a lot of it, good stuff that you put there, and you talk about the story quite a bit. So I'm definitely want to read that. I want to have a complete book in my hand and then sit down and read it. So come to Lasbat and visit the main attraction, the peanut. Oh, come on, Tim. Come on. I was giving you accolades the other day. I was like, you know the guy Tim Wilson who does Melvin? He's a great guy. He does like all these books, and he's gonna be like the next he's gonna be the next Jack Kirby, that guy. He's got but then again, you don't draw. But still, yeah, you're still gonna be the next Jack Kirby. Just take my praise. And he's gonna be an influencer. But no, you're gonna come in and say this shit. So guess what? Now you're not Jack Kirby. Now you're not Jack Kirby. How about that? How about I take it away from you? I take it away from you. Damn, the joke is real. Good. I hope it's real because you tried to cut me at the knees, but it didn't work. The omnibus idea isn't going too well. I don't have good proportions on my pages. You gotta format your pages for sure when you do it. So you gotta go page by page and format it. That's what I did with Road Warrior Drake. I had to go page by page and format it, especially with the different editions, like with the hardcover size and the manga. Both are different sizes proportionately, so I had to format each page individually to fit within the proportions of the page size of those particular editions. So it's work, but it can be done. Looks too expensive to print. That's why you crowdfund, so that the people pay for you. And like I said, if you do that, I absolutely will promote the hell out of that book. So you should definitely think about it. Because here's the thing, Colin. If someone like what's the thing, Rich Sperliu, who developed an audience over the years with his Order of the Stick comic on the web, and then put it into physical media and made $1 million with it. I'm not saying you'll make $1 million, but you might make something good with that because you got a whole series already done. The style of art can definitely attract a lot of people, so I think you're sitting on something good there. Lazat uses himself a reference for his Drake art. That's why Drake always looks like he's a chronically master. Yo, you gotta hack to the face. Gotta hack to the face. A pass on you, Kizzy. A pass on you. I am. I mean, that was not necessary, Kissifus.
I still don't know why Drake jerked off in the high grass
It didn't
surrounded by
happen.
strange
It
people.
did not happen.
Why did he do that?
He didn't do that though. What? Why you gotta put fake news out there? He didn't do that. Very cute, some person. Aha! Very cute. Anyway, so my final review of Omega Girl issue 4 is pretty good book. I give it an 8 out of 10. It definitely seems to be continuing from the good trends of the last issue, and there's definitely a mature progression of the character, her world, and the stable of characters or villains that are coming to fruition. Last issue we had a few characters like I forgot the names already, but this issue we have Marvelou. So yeah, they're coming to fruition. Marvelou and Witchcraftia are coming into fruition. That's awesome. So here we are. So with that being said, I think I'm gonna call it a stream so I can finish my food. I think I've come as far as I can with the material. Unless Mudafel, you want to go to stream for 10 minutes, and then if you give me 10 minutes, I can come back something stronger. But
if the chat wants to have some interaction with me for 10 minutes, we can do that.
How about chat? How about this chat? I'm gonna go for 10 minutes. Helmet, the chat is all yours.
Okie dokie. I like the artwork too. Great Gold Worm. That's a creature from D&D, isn't it? I haven't read Twitless's comics, but if I go to Heroes Con next year and he will be there, I will have a look at his comics because those look pretty good. So, who else is in the band zone? As far as I understand from the Peanut Heads blubbering, it's only Klaus Kissy and Carol and Guy. And I think nobody else. Or is it Jabba? I don't know exactly. Helmut start making duck jokes. I don't know duck jokes. I'm a pretty boring person, Colin. I'm sorry. Tim Olsen likes me at least. Unless Matt's been eating for 90 minutes. Yeah, I don't know how much he was eating. I still think it's some kind of Hungry Man dinner, kid cuisine stuff that he usually eats. Get Melvin 3 by Tim Olsen. Yeah. Tim Olsen is a nice guy. Give him some support. I'm not in the band zone. Oh, Kizzy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think then the third person that is in the band zone is Jabba. Oh, Carol with the table flipping. Cool. He left, we win. No, he's a greedy little duck and he wants to eat. Yeah, the table flipping. He must have a tiny mouth as some person. Oh, maybe he eats a lot. That would explain his deformed head. How dare you insinuate that I'm angry man in us? Lady Shadowband, that's not a joke on your expense. But your worse half is known for eating crap. That's not on you. I think you are a very good person and also probably a good kitchen chef. It's all on the peanut head, not on you. We don't. He sneaks them in when you aren't looking. Yeah, Carol, that's also my theory that he sneaks them in. He goes to Walmart and buys them in bulks. Here, Hungry Man, Salisbury steak, and beefaroni cans and stuff like that. Do you think he even goes to the store anymore? Oh, does he send you to go shopping and do all the chores? That seems highly unfair. Lesmet has the munchies from smoking that dank. Could be, could be. He sneaks them. He doesn't want you to know that yet. Yeah. Lady Shadowband, I think you should look into every cabinet in the house for stored Hungry Man dinner and cans of Chef Boyardee. Does Lesmet polish his bald head? From the looks of it, his head is always sparkling like the vampires in Twilight. I am Dortash. For him, is he that lazy, Lady Shadowband? I mean, he's not there. You can spill the beans. Everybody wants to know how he is in private. Yes, he is lazy now. Yeah, that's also was my assumption, to be honest. You know how ducks are rapey? Always bickering? We do have Chef Boyardee. Yeah, I heard it's pretty popular in the US. We don't have Chef Boyardee here, but we have canned raviolis. It seems like a magical creature you would meet behind a waterfall. More like behind a toxic waste waterfall on a dump site. How did that chipotle pasta salad turn out that you made for Elasmit a few weeks ago? That actually sounded really good. Yeah, I would eat that too. And also the burritos look good, Lady Shadowband. That's why I think you are probably a very good kitchen chef. The toxic duck vent. Yeah. Hey, Melvin looks a little bit like Elasmit. Shout out to Troma for these movies. They are very good. It was really good, Massive Panda. I got it at Aldi. Oh, you have Aldi in the US? Interesting. They still have some. I think it's a seasonal thing. What was it? Chipotle? What exactly? Chipotle pasta salad? Something like that. Oh, okay, nice. There's an Aldi right near me. I'll check it out. They still have it. Thanks. Do you also have Lidl in America? Let me know that in the chat. Because Aldi is a German brand. We even have two separate Aldis. We have Aldi North and Aldi South. It's divided in on the German map. And I live in an area where we have Aldi South. They have different products. We do have Aldi. Oh, cool. Kissy, do you buy at Aldi or do you go to Walmart and watch Lasmet sneaking Hungry Man dinners in the cart?
So actually, where I live at, we have an Aldi's, and right across from the Aldi's is the Lidl's.
So you also have Lidl. Interesting. Because
yeah, go ahead.
there's a fun fact about Lidl. The guy who owns Lidl lives very near me, and the city where the central of Lidl is, the HQ, is 20 minutes away from me.
Wow. So the connection grows now.
Yeah. And we also go shopping very often at Lidl, because Lidl is a very good discounter in Germany. I don't know how it is in America.
I have yet to step foot in Lidl's, though. I've only gone into the Aldi's, so I know that Lady Showman was asking about Lidl's when we were driving past the other day. So Okay, she said she went in once.
They don't, it was different.
She said it was different. I don't. I guess. I guess I'll have to step it for myself just to see what it means. So.
Oh, that sounds like a good thing to do and to talk about your adventures in Lidl.
Yes. Guy says that they run out of shit all the time. I guess because they're so discounted. Is that why?
That could be because that's a problem also here.
Oh, okay, all right. That might explain something now that I think about it. Kay says, "Thank God you don't have West Aldi and East Aldi." David Hasselhoff put an end to that, proving my theory that Germans love David Hasselhoff.
That's more like an urban myth because David Hasselhoff is something like a nothing burger here in Germany.
Really?
Yeah.
So that was what? Wow. I mean,
I
here in the
think
States, he's Hasselhoff. You know that, right? That's his rap. He's a hip hopper. Hasselhoff.
yeah, he also was at the Berlin Wall when it fell, I think. And that's
Oh,
where the connection to Germany is.
oh.
And I
Okay.
think he also speaks German very well.
Well, he is Hasselhoff.
Yeah, he can do everything. He's like Chuck
He's-
Norris, but
Yeah. Yes. David Hasselhoff is an icon of the '80s. He's a treasured icon.
I personally like the cheeseburger ad that he did back in the day.
I don't remember that. Is that
Oh, and
something from Germany or Japan or something?
that guy was a trunk fuck for a long time.
Yeah, yeah. People still talk about Lidl's in the chat. Whenever I go there, it's nearly empty. People run there and must grab it before I go. It made me stop going. No, I think because I mentioned Lidl, so you mentioned Lidl before, so I think that's what you refer to, right? Guy, are you talking about Lidl or Aldi? I assume you're talking about Lidl. So, who my theory that Germans love David Hasselhoff is an old Conan O'Brien bit.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, I mean, it became a thing because people swore that David Hasselhoff was a big deal in Germany because he had all these records and people were buying them. So where are they buying them? Oh, they were buying them in Germany. Oh, look at that. The Germans love Hasselhoff.
I think he became really famous through Baywatch. Yeah.
Yes, Baywatch gave him like a second career because before that he was Michael Knight from Knight Rider, and that was pretty much it. And then he did the no, that was later. He did the Nick Fury movie, but he was kind of like outside of Knight Rider, he was just that guy. And then Baywatch came in, and that gave him like a whole second career.
Remember Baywatch Nights?
I've only seen I know about that show. I haven't seen it, but I know about it. Like I see clips of it, and that was like for those that don't know, Baywatch Nights was like a spin-off of Baywatch, but it was like it's X-Files meets Baywatch. And that's Baywatch Nights. I was like, oh wow, they went that route. It's insane.
Yeah, all of a sudden he was a private detective or something like that.
Yes. I never got a chance to see it, but I have to because I got to check it out because it's such an anomaly. So I want to see Baywatch Nights. Now I want to see it.
No, we don't need to see it.
I'm gonna find it.
You make me watch enough things as it is.
I'm gonna watch Baywatch Nights.
Baywatch Nights is on a trash level equally to Thunder in Paradise with Hulk Hogan.
So Kansas said it was batshit crazy. Now I'm definitely gonna watch it. I'm definitely gonna watch it.
Damn you, Kansas! No, you're supposed to be on my side. I'll tell you what, we will watch it after you give me a spot A.
Okay, so that'll be the deal. So I give her a spot A, and then she's gonna give me a Baywatch Nights day.
Maybe. Since you've made me wait so long, so I don't know.
Yes, that's true. I have. But
Yeah.
how do we start? Wait, how do we begin from going talking about like
Because
Nars?
you let Helmut take over the chat,
That is true. I did.
and then it went off the rails.
Yeah, it did go off the rails.
Yeah. So it's your
I'm sorry, but I think we had some fun.
Greater Gold says, "Night Watch is a better name." Yeah, it is, but they needed to get off. They wanted to piggyback on the Baywatch name, so Baywatch Nights. I wonder if the show was ever in canon with the rest of Baywatch.
I don't know. Was it?
supposed to be, but I don't think it was ever referenced in any of the Baywatch show episodes. Like it, as far as it was, because it was a separate entity, but it takes place in the same universe, the Baywatch shared universe.
I mean, I watched Baywatch to look at Pamela Anderson and Carmen Electra and nothing else.
You said the quiet part out loud for a lot of people. Oh no, I watched the show because it was exciting and the stories were well written. I sort of didn't watch it because of Pamela Anderson or Nicole Eggert or Carmen Electra later on or Yasmin Bleeth. No, I didn't watch it for them. I was intrigued by the storylines and the complexity. No, I mean, all kidding aside, that it was a fun show to watch. It was very cheesy. It was very fun to watch.
Yeah, they also had wrestlers on in some
Yeah,
episodes.
They had that WCW crossover with Ric Flair, Macho Man, and Hulk Hogan, and I think Vader was on there too.
Yeah, and Kevin Sullivan. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Oh shit, yeah. That was before the Nitro era of WCW.
Also, did you know that Bret Hart was a guest star in Renegade?
I did not.
Yeah, he was a bounty hunter or something. He fought Lorenzo Lamas in Renegade.
Oh, look at that.
That was a good show.
I know everybody who should watch Baywatch for David. I'm sorry, that's Primothy. Primothy. Everyone should watch Baywatch for David Hasselhoff. He's the goat.
I bet Albrecht has a David Hasselhoff in swimsuit poster in his bathroom.
I know he does. He's gay for Dave. If you don't watch it with David Hasselhoff, I don't want to know you as a person. I don't ever want to know you ever. Never Nugan. Tim Moses, I am the lifeguard. Okay. Tim, calm down. Tim, calm down. Come up with a better punchline. I was gonna read it because I thought you had a punchline, but no, you just. I'm not being mean to Tim. I want to be better. Be better, Tim. Come on, I believe in you. No, Colors, I'm not leaving alone. She's a harasser. Colors is a terrorist. She's a mean person. Oh, Tim Olsen's a good man, but Colors is mean. Very mean. I think the kid should have gotten many roles. Yeah. I mean, I had a kid toy car when I was young. It was cool. And then a few years ago, they released a kid Transformers hybrid. That was awesome too, but damned if I got it, you know. Baywatch Nights, David Hasselhoff decided his character was going to be even more of an obnoxious douchebag than he was on Baywatch. Yes, Renegade was the Razorback of late night TV. Ooh, damn, chaos! Ouch.
Oh,
Was it really that?
That's unfair. I think Renegade was a pretty good series at the time. But I'm also an enjoyer of Lorenzo Lamas and his movies because I'm a huge fan of the Snake Eater movies.
Oh, look who showed up finally. Look who showed up. Look who's late to the party. Well, hello, Twitless. Yes, I reviewed your book. I gave it 8 out of 10. You should go back about 10, 20 minutes. No, 20. No, actually, no. Go back 40 minutes because I think I started reviewing it at around 9 o'clock Eastern time. But I'm not repeating what I said. You have to just go back. After 3 minutes, you have to go back and watch it. Clip it if you want. But I said 8 out of 10. It was good progression of the story. Very dramatic storytelling. You definitely see moving forward, the character moving forward in her storyline and the world building with all the new characters like Marvelou and Witchcraftia. Those are interesting characters. But I'm guessing you're going somewhere with that story in a different issue because the ending left some stuff ambiguous. But that's what I'm guessing. So with that mindset, I gave it a very good review. I think it's pretty awesome. No complaints except for that part, but that's it. I did get issue number 5, but I haven't unboxed it yet. I was going to unbox it today, but the camera's not cooperating with the software, so I'll wait till next week with a better camera, and I'll do a live unboxing of issue number 5. Well, actually, no, wait. Because I have to review issue number 5 next week. I'll do it. Okay, never mind. You know, fuck it. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Just don't bear with me. I'll figure it out. Because, next week is October 2nd. So technically, next week is October 2nd. So technically, the month of Twitless will be over. So I don't have to review it next week. I can review it the week after. Maybe I'll do that. We'll see. I'll figure it out. Yeah, cuz I said what I said, okay? I said what I said. I wasn't mincing words. God.
How about some indie outliers who did major work in horror comics for October?
Interesting. I could look into that. Let me look into that. It's actually not a bad idea. I'm gonna look into that. Try to keep it Halloween themed, horror themed. That'd be awesome because I do want to have like a theme for October. with the streams and what have you. So especially with the upcoming Road Warrior Drake Halloween Sleepathon for October 25th, which is a Saturday. I am trying to aim for that. So
Yeah, with me and unfortunately a gay guy from Canada and a gay guy from Texas.
well, he's not from Texas. He's from North Carolina, and he's gay though, but he's not from there. But he's like, well, I can't do a stream on Saturday night because I don't work Sunday. I'm like, well, that's why you do a stream Saturday, because you don't work Sunday. So he'll be there because I know we'll bring him there, and the trio, the family will be back. The band will be back. I know Primathor and Helmet from the good old days of Elasi. The Elasi trio is coming back. Okay, that's my pitch. The Elasi trio is coming back October 25th for the Road Warrior Drake Halloween Sleepathon, and maybe this guy will be there too. Maybe he'll be there. Maybe he'll be there too, right, Raptor? Because he was there last year. He did the second half of the stream, so he was there last year.
You know why LRJ is here. He heard about the witch from the Twiddlers comic.
He did. That's he heard about Witchcraftia, and he says, I want that Witchcraftia merch.
And also, if you advertise it like the Elasi guys coming together, that's a double-edged sword, because you know what happened on those Elasi streams and what we said there. It did there.
I do. Good times. But yes, the Elasi trio will be back for the Road Warrior. Oh, Colors asked a question. Colors, who's Raptor? Raptor is a short arms. You haven't heard? He's short arms.
And he likes coffee.
Yes, because some idiot said he was short arms. Because Raptors have short arms. Totally not T-Rexes. But Raptors do, apparently. Because the internet says so. Banish all the witches. That's why the band zone exists, Raptor. That's why Colors is in the band zone. That's why Gee's in the band zone. And that's why the band zone's currently closed and not taking any commissions. But Raptors don't have short. I didn't say they did Colors. I just said that some people think they do. And it's like, no, T-Rexes have short arms, not Raptors. So, but yeah, so maybe Raptor will make an appearance on the Sleepathon on the 25th. But it definitely will be the Elasi trio of Helmut, Primothy, and Einold. It'll be awesome.
And
Raptor
offensive.
was here last Halloween because he was chasing after last month's clout. That's when I had clout. Now I have no clout. That's what I was told. Because when you think about it, when you think clout, you think Alas. But you know, Kissy, I would think that's a compliment, but I feel like you're trying to be dismissive there and sarcastic and smirky. I am important, you know. I really am. Yeah, learn dino anatomy for fuck's sake. Yeah, exactly. People don't understand. Dinosaur anatomy is specific to each brand of dinosaur. That's why you wait into the band zone, Kissy. You say you're a witch. That's your way. No, that's not they're not accepting submissions. Colors. Do not groom my chat. Meme Lord Woodrow says, "Hail the chat." Yes, Meme Lord Woodrow is in the chat. He's pressing us. Yes. So maybe Austin Osmond Spare. Wait. Let me read that again. Maybe Austin Osmond Spare. He influenced Grant Morrison.
Oh, for horror guys. For the October Outliers.
Oh, maybe. Okay, maybe. Actually, let me write this down. Hold on. I'll look into this. Yeah, if you guys have any like suggestions,
you should look into the guys who have drawn stuff for Eerie and the Creep Show stuff that came out. Maybe Bernie Wrightson.
Yeah, I mean, I'll look into these guys. Bernie Wrightson, yeah, because if we get a lot of good names, I might squeeze a couple in for stream. So let's do that. But yeah, send me some names. First degree witch promoting. That's color. She likes to promote the witches, but she doesn't understand that the band zone only has room for one and Gee and Jabbage, and that's it. No submissions are currently being accepted in the band zone.
Yeah, I would say let's do Bernie Wrightson because I have an illustrated book from him here.
Yes. You were caught grooming KSS Colors. Don't pretend you're not. We caught you in real time. 3D even.
She's recruiting for the band zone to uprise against you.
Yes. Someone says Easy Comics. So Easy Comics, like those are like industry standard type of artwork. That's why I don't talk about that per se on the Outlier streams because they're very professionally done. But I do reference them in terms of like the lettering and what have you, and this and how they use their panels for the sequential storytelling. But yeah, I'm looking for like outlier stuff. Speaking of EC Comics, I'm almost done reading Volume 1 of Tales from the Crypt. I'm looking forward to going to Volume 2. I still have to continue buying all those volumes because there's a lot I gotta buy, but I want to collect them all. That's my plan. Creepy and Eerie, Gray Marrow, Al Williamson, Wally Wood. Most of the artists who worked on EC Comics worked for Eerie D. Creepy. Yeah, I mean, there's also like the Ed Piskor Red Room comics too. Like, there's that. So maybe I could do a stream on just all three of Ed Piskor's. I read one issue one book so far, and it's an acquired taste. I'll say that, but I may have to read it again and with the other two. So, Wright's artwork is phenomenal. Says Master.
Yes.
So we got a fan there. Okay, cool. We got a fan there. Bonish forces uprise. No, they're not, Guy. No, they're not. I am your Justin Trudeau. I will put you guys in check. I'll Trudeau your asses, all of you in the band zone. Watch your step with me. Watch your step with me. See, there you go. See, I put my foot down, and the chat is now. No, don't you dare! Don't start colors. Don't start. Don't you start. See, she's already with the violence. The band is not going to take it anymore. It's time for a change. Then go change your diapers. I don't care. Don't put that stuff on me. You don't dictate the rules and engagement of the band zone. I created the band zone. Only I know how the band zone runs, and I have it in the palm of my hand. How are you going to say you aren't going to cover EC artists because you want to keep it indie, but then mention Wrightson like he wasn't mainstream? Listen, I have to review people's works and judge it accordingly to the merit of the stream. You know this. You know this, but you want to pretend you don't know. Pretend you don't know, right? Like you're the new guy here, right? Is that what you are? You're the new guy? But you're not new. I've seen you in other people's streams and other people's chats. Your name is out there, Kissifus. You've been here since what? 2020? 2019? You've been here for a while. So don't pretend you don't know, because you know. But you're trying to be very coy. And you want to act like I'm not going to catch you on that. But I did catch you on it. And that's why you could try, Kissifus. You could try real hard, but you're not going into the band zone. I don't care what Guy says. Yeah, keep it up, Guy. Keep it up, Guy. I will Justin Trudeau you. And I'll show my might.
What does that mean, Justin Trudeau? Anyone?
Like
Meeting for gay sex through Grindr?
No, what he did with the truck rally.
Yeah, but Justin Trudeau is a gay guy from Canada.
Okay, listen. I can't be responsible for every single detail of an analogy. You know this. I cannot do that.
You have to ask Einbrecht for permission because he's an honorary member of your channel and also Canadian.
He's a full-blooded Canadian.
Yeah, he's so Canadian, he's homosexual.
Oh, that's very Canadian. KSS says, I've been around since 2017. So according to Kissifus, he was one of the founding members of Comicsgate. So Captain Cummings, Captain Frugal, Richard C. Meyer, and Kissifus. The founding fathers of Comicsgate. And England, yes, and England. The founding fathers of Comicsgate. So there you go. There you go.
I didn't know that.
I let Dr. Christmas is part of this thing. The sound is from his head boiling. 100% phage news. It's phage, okay? Phage. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a stream because my throat's gonna bleed now. So, do you have any last words, Mood of Hell?
Yes. What awaits us next week on your Monster Monday moratorium?
That's a good question. I didn't even think that far ahead. I had to look into it. I think
Because we are done with Universal, aren't we?
We did the Frankenstein stuff, we did the Wolfman stuff.
Oh, I know. We could do Monster from the Black Lagoon.
Creature from Black. Yeah, we could do that one. We could do Creature from Black Lagoon next Monday. So there you go. We're doing the Creature from the Black Lagoon on Monday. So, wait, who? I just get here and you quit. I'm on at least another 60 minutes. Well, meanwhile, you know I start at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. You know I do that. Why would I tell you otherwise? You know that's how I do. I do that thing. I do that thing to do. It's that thing to do. That's what I do. So
I don't want to anger Woodrow because he could meme us into oblivion if he wants to.
that he could do. Absolutely, yes, he could do that. So maybe I should just lie and say, hey, I'll go for another few minutes. I'll just play the end intro, but it won't be the end intro because I'm really not ending. I guess I could do that.
Interesting.
Yes.
Do you
On that
still
note-
have some food left that you want
No,
to
I finished.
eat?
I finished my food. I'm done. I just need that 10 minutes of alone time to finish it.
You ate over the whole stream. How much food was that?
Okay, so people don't understand. I don't eat throughout the stream. I only eat bits and pieces there because I had to talk. So I probably only ate like a portion of it throughout the first hour. I said I need a good 10 minutes to finish the entire thing, which I did.
Just a warning, if you continue to eat that much, you will look like a certain person from New Jersey who sucks dick behind Pizza Hut.
So I do space out what I eat. So for that reason, I don't gain weight.
No pies.
No pies, no.
I buy pie. You have pie.
I did buy pie one time. Yes, I did.
Pies. You love blueberry pie and moon pies.
I love blueberry pie and I love moon pie. This is all factually
And you
true.
especially love blueberry moon pie.
Yes, I especially love blueberry moon pie for sure.
And I like poontang pie.
On that note, guys, have a good night and we'll see you next week. Take care. There's your super sticker link. Goodbye.